311 Great East Japan Earthquake Essay Number 4. We introduce the work of Sayaka Sasaki from Shiwa Town, Iwate Prefecture. The veranda of my parents' home in Afinato City, Iwate Prefecture, where relatives gathered and lively voices could be heard. This painting depicts a scene of the tsunami and loss. Veranda by Sayaka Sasaki. It was a sunny, not too hot day during Obon. The sound of plastic bottles scraping against each other and children's laughter could be heard from the living room. My younger brother and his family, who came from Kanagawa, and our 5 children from Shiwa, were playing bowling on the veranda, using plastic bottles as pins. Our dog, Rix, crawled onto the veranda after a fallen pin, running around and messing around. That scene seems so long ago now. It was early spring in 2011. I passed many self-defense force support vehicles and cars with license plates from other prefectures, and crossed Nozawa Pass and arrived in Afinato. Until then, no matter how big the tsunami, it had never reached our town. I had seen footage and thought I knew what it looked like. No way. I never thought I'd actually see a scene like this. The veranda was bent in a V shape and shifted several meters toward the road. Countless Pacific Sori were scattered in the foul-smelling garden. A pallet from a freezing factory was blocking the entrance to our house. Inside the house, my mother's dresser, which shouldn't have moved, had been pushed up against the windowsill facing the road. I also realized that walking on tatami mats was a reality. It didn't take long for me to understand. The trunk of the cherry tree where we viewed the cherry blossoms every spring was broken in half. Only the foundation of the barn remained, but the roof and walls had separated, flowing toward the neighboring house and the road. The scarlet lace made doll my parents had sent me for my child's first festival was trapped among the rubble and stained the color of mud. I still dream of the scene of Afinato. I find myself sitting on the veranda. Cherry blossoms bloom in the spring, and the leaves turn red in the fall. The bush clovers remain unaffected by the wind. Over the course of more than a year, the pile of rubble was transformed into a neatly maintained vacant lot, like a newly built residential area. The space where the veranda used to be is now a barbershop's parking lot. The barbershop spinning sign still spinning just as it did back then. There will no longer be a place for family and relatives to gather in Afinato during the upcoming Obon and New Year holidays. I thought that as long as we had memories and recollections, it would be possible to relive the past. But without that other component, that place, we would fall into a great sense of loss. As time passes, I feel this more strongly, especially since it was gone regardless of our will. And yet, for the Sanawa in the land of Shiwa, the lily of the valley transplanted from Afinato, has been blooming every year since the second year since the earthquake.